that he suspended in 2003. And then there's a video of the director of national intelligence. What of these things has actually happened? I am pissed. And in response to Donald Trump's warmongering, you have an attacks on Tucker Carlson. Is she lying? Very disappointed, Donald. We don't want this. Also, a well-known podcaster, the Tucker Carlson network, then posts a photo of Donald Trump, Ayatollah Khomeini, and Benjamin Netanyahu and says, do you agree the United States should stay out of the Israel-Iran war?
Did you hear what Greene said about Tucker Carlson? She called him one of her favorite people while shading Trump's foreign policy decisions. And wait until you hear how Trump's team low-key humiliated her with a secret poll. This MAGA feud isn't just about Iran, it's about loyalty, power, and who's calling the shots in 2024. Let's dive in. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. What happens when the MAGA movement's loudest voices stop yelling in the same direction? You get chaos, and it's loud enough to make headlines. Right now, the biggest rift is brewing between Donald Trump and Tucker Carlson, with Trump's foreign policy decisions taking center stage. And let's be honest, when Tucker turns a critical eye on someone, it's rarely subtle. Trump, sticking to his peace through strength motto, has been defending his handling of the Iran-Israel situation, claiming it's all part of maintaining America's power abroad, but Tucker is not buying it. In fact, he's practically yelling betrayal from his media pulpit. He's openly compared the potential fallout of these policies to George W. Bush's Iraq War, a messy chapter most Republicans aren't eager to revisit. Carlson even suggested that Trump's moves could spell disaster for his re-election chances, calling his foreign policy out of sync with the America First ideals that helped him win in 2016. Ouch. It's not just Carlson turning up the heat.
Tucker Carlson is one of my favorite people. He fiercely loves his wife, children, and our country. Regime change, put America last, kill innocent people, are making us broke, and will ultimately lead to our destruction. That's not kooky. Nothing Tucker said is kooky. At DNI Tulsi Gabbard said that Iran is nowhere near making nuclear weapons. That's what millions of Americans voted for. It's what we believe is America first. Now, obviously, that is directly in response to Donald Trump's post. Now,
other conservative figures, like libertarian commentator Dave Smith, have latched onto the betrayal narrative. Steve Bannon, whose loyalty to Trump has always come with an expiration date, has chimed in as well, accusing him of playing into the same globalist agenda that MAGA was supposed to fight against. It's the kind of criticism that hits Trump where it hurts. Not his ego, but his base. Here's the kicker. Tucker Carlson's stature within the MAGA movement has only grown. With Trump facing mounting legal issues and a crowded GOP primary, Carlson's voice carries serious weight.
The IC continues to monitor closely if Tehran decides to reauthorize its nuclear weapons program.
You had tens of thousands of replies of his MAGA supporters saying things like this. Trump lost it. I thought Trump cared about relationships. Meanwhile, you have a lot of Trump MAGA people like Texas Patriot, these MAGA influencers saying, F it.
Khomeini has not authorized the nuclear weapons program that he suspended in 2003.
And unlike Trump, who's trying to play defense, Tucker's unfiltered style lets him frame himself as the one who's still pushing the movement's original principles. It's gotten to the point where some of Trump's staunchest fans are starting to wonder, has their guy gone soft? And all of this sets the stage for what might be the wildest twist yet. Marjorie Taylor Greene, once Trump's loudest cheerleader, stepping in to back Tucker instead. Why? That's where things get even messier. Why is Marjorie Taylor Greene suddenly giving Tucker Carlson heart emojis and Trump the cold shoulder?
And the supreme leader of Iran, Khomeini, has not authorized the nuclear weapons program. If Trump takes us to war, I'm done with him and his administration. I voted for no wars, cheap gas, no taxes, cheap groceries, MAGA, Make America Healthy Again, where she says the United States intelligence community continues to assess that Iran is not building a nuclear weapon. He unapologetically believes the same things I do, that if we don't fight for our own country and our own people, then we will no longer have a country for our children and our grandchildren.
It's the question rattling the MAGA world, especially after Greene came out swinging in favor of Carlson's anti-war stance while jabbing Trump's foreign policy decisions. For someone known as a loud Trump loyalist, flipping the script like this feels less like a pivot and more like a plot twist nobody saw coming. Greene hasn't pulled any punches. She recently called out America Last's foreign policies, a thinly veiled slap at Trump's handling of the Iran-Israel tensions. She painted a picture of the US as a country spinning its wheels in other people's wars, something that resonates with a chunk of Trump's base, who feel he's traded MAGA's non-interventionist vibe for outdated neocon strategies. And honestly, she isn't wrong that endless wars was a talking point Trump used to boast about burying, not digging back up. But here's where it gets awkward. Greene cozying up to Tucker, who has been all but auditioning for the role of MAGA moral compass, has left her looking less like Trump's backup singer and more like a solo act. The irony is thick.
Tulsi Gabbard from that hearing less than 90 days ago. Here is what she said. Play this clip.
The IC continues to assess that Iran is not building a nuclear weapon, and Supreme Leader.
Since being fired by the neocon network Fox News, he has more popularity and viewers than ever before. This was signed by your Director of National Intelligence, Donald, Tulsi Gabbard, on March 26, 2025. Clearly something is wrong with him. This is a backstabbing move that would make Trump upset. You're going to throw away your entire presidency over a war with Iran?
This is the same Greene who spent years stapling herself to Trump's brand. Now her Twitter fingers are throwing sparks, and not in Trump's direction. Of course, Trump wasn't about to take this sitting down. His team quietly ran a Senate poll to test Greene's chances in Georgia, and let's just say the numbers weren't flattering. Word got out that she'd lose badly, which raises eyebrows. Was this some passive-aggressive way of reminding her who really holds the cards in the MAGA deck? Because if it was, it's as petty as it is strategic. What's clear is that Greene's move speaks volumes about ambition. It's not just about foreign policy, it's about power. She's caught between wanting to stay in Trump's good graces and carving out her own path. What's her endgame though? In the MAGA world, loyalty and self-interest are on a collision course, and this clash might just pull the movement apart. The MAGA movement was once the loudest voice in the room, but now it's starting to sound like an argument at Thanksgiving dinner. Foreign policy wasn't supposed to be the thing that broke MAGA, yet here we are. Trump's decisions on Iran and Israel have sparked a firestorm within his own house, with Tucker Carlson and Marjorie Taylor Greene leading the rebellion. Is this just a political squabble, or is it the start of something bigger? With loyalties fracturing and ambitions rising, MAGA's future looks shaky. One thing's for sure, 2024 is going to be one messy, dramatic spectacle.